Now, the Episcopacy. This is why you're getting this DVD, because I'm offering myself to the role and position of a bishop. And in 1 Timothy, Paul tells Timothy very clearly that those who aspire to the office of position desire a noble thing. And this is a very noble office that we are aspiring to. But I have a very clear vision that God has given me for the Episcopacy, because Paul also gives the qualifications for a bishop. He also tells in those qualifications that those who cannot care for their own home or families cannot care for his church. God has blessed me to have a very wonderful family. My wife is the president of the region's minister spouses. She has quit her job and is in the ministry with me full time as my executive assistant and the church secretary. She has devoted her time completely to it. I've been blessed with my daughter, who was in the ministry in the CME church, as I mentioned in a previous segment, where she was an ordained elder in the church, a pastor in the church, and a pastor of our children in our church. She is now still in the ministry. And so therefore, I've been blessed with a family who knows God, loves God, and operates within the ministry of God. So that I feel very comfortable with, that we can lead by example. There's also a vow and commitment I would make to the CME church, and that is not to have anything in my life bring a stain to this wonderful church. That nothing will come up and nothing will be brought up that will cause a sense of embarrassment to our CME church. My family has been in the CME church for 5 generations, going all the way back to Mount Sterling, Kentucky, where they came up with the phrase, what would this new church be called? And they said, let's call it the Colored Methodist Episcopal Church. So I love this church, and my family's been in this church. And so therefore, I would lead our church by the Spirit of the Lord first, by His leading and His direction of the Spirit of the Lord, and then do everything in my life to bring honor, integrity, and dignity to this wonderful office, and provide, hopefully, as Paul said in 1 Corinthians, imitate the ability to say, imitate me as I imitate Christ. Not perfect, not without flaw, but have grown to a sense, a level of maturity in my faith that I can say with all humility, imitate me as I imitate Christ. That's my vision for the Episcopacy, the office of bishop in the CME church.